Thanksgiving Eve. Stop all of your preparations to pop on for a little education as we into this holiday season. I think this is really going to start the holiday season tomorrow. I have a little pin here for you, 30 to 50% off. Just a reminder, maybe you're new, you don't know that we have a sale that started on the 12th of November, runs until December 2nd. It's very exciting. It's our largest sale of the year. So we never do up to 50% off. So this is really exciting. We're going to go through these products tonight. Actually, you know what? I have my cheat sheet. Oh, I know where I put it. I put it in my little makeup bag that I made you this year. This is your $125 or more. You get this, and I have my little cheat sheet of all of the discounts, so we can refer back to them if you want to know. But I made this for you. It's a free gift with purchase this year. So let's check in to see where everyone's coming from. Honey, you can't get up. All right, let me try. Okay, sit down. On the left. I was like, does that say Paris from New Jersey? Love your name. This is Rosé Champagne, but still, same thing, Paris Champagne. Canada, Linda, welcome. That's so exciting. New Jersey, Stacy. Diane's from Chicago. North Carolina, Diana. This is exciting. I love how we like ping all over the United States, and then we go international. It's so much fun to see all the ladies. Mary's from Louisiana. Thanks for joining tonight. Erin from Kentucky. Happy Thanksgiving. So I was going to do something. I actually had this dress in more of marigold, I think it is. I wore it last year for Thanksgiving, but I thought, you know what? I'll come on with my signature pink that I really love. Barbie, happy Thanksgiving from Arizona. Pat from Hawaii. See, now we're getting really deep into all over the world, which is so much fun. Virginia, Debbie, welcome. Linda, happy Thanksgiving. Okay, so this is really fun. We have an hour together tonight, and you know, I did a little outline, and I said, transform your over 40 makeup routine, and our huge sale is still going on. So we'll call out all of these things. You know, I just thought about transforming your makeup so it works for you. So we're going to just do a look together again tonight. We'll call out different things. You can tell me what you want to maybe know about, or you can add feedback. That's the whole point of live. So you can be interactive. So again, remember, they scroll up very fast, so I can't always catch everybody. So I have to, you know, really be paying attention and then trying to teach at the same time. So I have a little story for you. Does anyone notice anything else or anything different? I'm wondering. I was doing a little reel for you. I actually did my outfit I'm wearing for Thanksgiving on a reel, and it'll go tomorrow. Hold on, let's try it this way. This is just these dresses remind me of like Grace Kelly. It's very feminine. I'll show you the fragrance that I'm wearing right now. It's so beautiful. It's when I went to an Estee Lauder event. If you remember on Instagram in May, I went to New York to do a little lunch with Erin, Lauder, and Paulina. And this was the fragrance that she gifted us. It's a Mediterranean honeysuckle fig. I have to tell you, I love this fragrance. You can see I've been using it so much. I don't know, it's the fig part, because I have a bunch of hers that I bought, the Mediterranean honeysuckle. There's a couple different versions that I have, 2 other ones, but this one with the fig, it's so beautiful. Just loved it instantly when I sprayed it. So that's what I'm wearing tonight. I'm gonna put my hair back because it's definitely dirty. I'm being very, very like 60s, right? I'm a host. Like we're hosting. We are hosting tomorrow. So this is my hosting outfit, but just in a little bit of a beautiful pink. So how is everyone doing tonight, though? Are we stressed? Are we okay? Do we have everything going? Are we ready for Black Friday? This is a dress. I'll stand up later when I finish my makeup. I'll stand up because Rosé Champagne is now on my lap. But I'll stand up. Anne-Marie, you call it elegance. Thank you. I think it's just it's so pretty. You can pop the collar if you wanted to. We're going to create a look together tonight, ladies. We're upgrading. We're curating. We don't need a ton of stuff. We just need what we have. Like you want to put on, if you're, say you're going out, whether it is a date, a lunch, whatever it is, right? You're hosting, you have people coming over. You want, this is what I think in my mind, you want to have your makeup and you want to be like, oh, I can't wait to put it on. I know how I'm going to look. I love doing it. I love how it works. Like, that's what I want for you. That's why I have all these classes for you, because you need to feel that way. You don't have to feel, oh God, I gotta do my makeup. Oh my God, I don't want to do my makeup. No. Oh, back to what I was asking. Is there anything different? Do you see anything different about me tonight? I want to see how, let me see if it's even obvious. Maybe it's not obvious tonight. I don't know. It's actually, we'll talk about it in a second. My hair shorter. That is true. I did get a cut last week, just a little bit shorter. Yes, it is. It is. It's dirty, but it is a little bit shorter because it was longer. But that's a good observation. More gray. Well, you know what? I don't know. It could be the light too, because it's still dark in the back. I think maybe I'm getting lighter in the. I do think that it's getting whiter in the front, but eyebrows dark. Okay, we're getting closer. That's so funny. Okay, so that we're getting on that. Let's see, anyone else think anything else different? Hi from Austin. I think it's Nikol Baby. I think that I'm saying that right if I can see it. Chicago. Oh, ladies are still coming in. Oh, good. Nikol Baby. Got it. That's wonderful. Eyebrows a little thinner. Pat is onto something. True. Could be, yes. Deanna, North Carolina. Okay, so Mary Alice is ready to learn. Okay, great. All right, Kansas, Vicky, we're in 8:07. Ladies, remember too, if you come in later, this will be recorded back on my YouTube or my website and my app. So don't worry. If you come in late, you can catch up. You can rewatch it. All right. So yes. So remember how I always tell you that I want you experimenting. I don't want to hear like, oh, I can't go gray, or I wouldn't look good, or I can't try that color. I wouldn't look good in that color, etc., etc. You know how I always say, try it first and then say, you know what, it's not really for me. Like, I tried it, right? How do you know if you're not trying it? If you start going gray and you're like, oh my gosh, I really don't like this diet. Like, it's not, there's no rules. Like, you can try, but at least put yourself out there to try things in all different categories as you're maturing 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Don't stay and be, oh, I can't do that, or oh, it's not going to look good, or unless you've tried it, you can't get a pass. Like, you have to try it. So I was thinking to myself, you know what? I haven't experimented on myself. I'm just using my Sonsi Super Serum to prep my skin as I talk to you. It is on sale right now. I did link in my last video on YouTube, my vintage haul that I found on my fabulous vintage pieces recently. I link a lot of Black Fridays of things that I talk about. So this is, I think, 25% off right now. So I'm just letting you know, you can go to that link if you want to, or go to their website, whatever you want to do. But it's 25% off right now. So I went and looked for every single product I always talk about to see if they're having sales for you. So I'll talk about that throughout when we use these products. So I'm using the Super Serum. I like it because it's light enough. It's not heavy. It's not greasy. It goes right in and it works really well with Nikol Beauty. So I've been wanting to do, I haven't experimented with treatments since I closed my studio in March of 2020, basically forced to close. So I used to always try things myself first before I would offer them on my menu or on clients. Of course, I wanted to try them myself. I think women that are estheticians and cosmetologists know, like, that's the deal. Like, we try things out on ourselves. We want to make sure, we want to have firsthand experience. That's why I did all the things I've done, because I wanted to know what it's like. I can't tell you what it's like if I haven't tried it. So I was thinking, I really want to try to see what happens if I do a brow lamination. So I bought a professional kit. Don't ask me what I was thinking, but I was like, I just want to see. I want to see what it's like. So I did it on Sunday. I watched million things. I watched my training video, and I didn't know I just didn't know, right? I didn't know how it would be to my brows. Someone could tell me and I would be like, oh, I wouldn't like that. I have to try it. So I tried it. And you know what's so funny is that they're so flat. Like it's the weirdest thing. Like when I look to the side, I'm like, is it indented into my skin? It's very strange. It's very weird. But and then they lifted, like it was funny when I was doing it, I was like, why are they so high? I haven't done anything. Then I was like, can they come down? And then they got darker and I didn't tint them clearly, but that was good because I had two gray brows and I was like, now they're gone. Now they're gone. But I wasn't quite sure what was going on. So then this brow started to like do a wave, like it started to like curl down. I was like, oh my, I know. So funny. Katie, my assistant, goes, I can't believe you did that before Thanksgiving. I'm like, hello, it's totally me. Like this is something that I would do. So anyway, I tried it. I have experience with it. I do think it's just a little bit different. It could have been worse, but I tried it. I have experience. I can say, oh, okay, you know what? I wouldn't do that again. Or I wonder what it's going to be like taming them when some of them are like not flattened. I feel like I took an iron and I literally flattened my eyebrows. And you don't know how long they are until you start straightening them. I don't know. So it's really interesting. So that's what I did. And that's why they, they're high by themselves. So they'll come down eventually, but we tried it. And it's very surprising because I have a lot of trolleys on my eyebrows. So I was like, oh no, I'm giving them like a lot of fuel to re-go after the brows. But here we are. It's fine. We're doing really well through the process of experimenting. But it was fun because I haven't done any treatments for 5 years, and that's a long time. So I had the itch to do something, and here we are. They're doing their thing. I don't know. I'm going for the ride, ladies. So I tell you, and I do what I say. I experiment myself. I don't just tell you to, and I'm telling you to try a lipstick color that you might not try and you're able to take it off. This is going to be a couple weeks. So I went for it. And that's the takeaway. Go for it. Obviously, I'm not telling you to do things that are, research. I'm talking about makeup. This, because I'm an esthetician, I felt very comfortable doing. I knew what I was doing. I did Dolly Lash, which is the same thing, but for your lashes, for years on my clients. I loved it. I did it on myself first. And I actually was doing one eye because I couldn't do both. I did one eye. And then, of course, the UPS guy comes to the studio. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I had one eye closed and this eye was like with the, the perming. I come out and I'm like, what, do I need to sign it? He's like, what are you doing? I said, you know what I do? I do all these little experiments with myself. It's going to look great. He was like horrified, but I loved it. So I offered that treatment and it was amazing. The lash lift is just incredible. This is on sale. You had asked me about this Dr. Perry cone. It is 40% off on Nordstrom's. So if you are interested in this eyelid serum, it's for the eyelids. I'll tell you about this. It's a little pricey. So this is a great opportunity if you are looking to do, I just do one drop. You don't need more than that. Don't use more than that. It's way too much. So I just do this. You have crepiness, if you have dryness on your eyelids. So I just put it on. One drop goes to both eyes. So I'm hydrating my eyes. Oh, and that's the other thing too. So when I did this whole brow lamination, it was really irritating to my skin. And so now I have like little scabs all around because I didn't get the solution that much on, obviously it was just on my brows, but they kept getting longer and I have scabs and like I had like all this red, and I think that they were really swollen. Like the night I was like, is it my brows are higher and my eyes look puffier, or is it just because we lifted the brows and then you see more? I don't know what was going on, but they went down, took 2 days, but that's what happens, no biggie, it was fine. So it's just something to consider if you ever think about doing that. Now we prep the eyes. I have the skin prep. We have to go into the Fiercely Smooth. So these are some issues that come along. I wrote some of these down for you to know. So mistakes for women over 40, too much foundation. We're going to address that. Harsh blending, prepping the skin wrong. So you can see I did do a nice serum. I had cleansed my skin. I did a serum. You have to figure out what's going to be enough hydration for your skin, or if it's too much, if you're using too heavy a cream and then now it's interacting with all of the other things you're putting on your skin, especially if you're doing day makeup and you're putting on SPF and all these different layers. Think about what your process is, and if you're running into problems with the makeup separating, moving, just feeling like too much, it could be all of your prep, you're doing too much. Emphasizing texture instead of softening it. That's where the Fiercely Smooth comes in. We're going to really nicely smooth out the skin with a primer. This really nicely smooths the skin, but grips, like when you put on your BB cream or your serum foundation, it nicely grips and it really nicely lays on the skin. I do it where I have more of that texture. You'll see how I do my application in 1 minute. And then applying products in the wrong sequence. So this is the sequence that we're doing. We did the serum on the face. I did a little bit of this eye, just as like this an eye balm, basically in a stick, very easy. And then I'm going to do the primer. So we're going to be set up for that. So we are going to do a little bit of the primer here. I have it pink because I always want to keep brightening your skin. I'm going to do 1 pump. I feel that I get enough with just 1 pump. We don't need to do more than that. Again, fragrance free. I like to just do it with my finger. So I'm going to go just like this. And then I'm going to, I like to like spread it out like that. So you're going to feel this hydration. It's not too much though. I don't want to overload the skin. We've just put on a nice serum. So we don't need, so you want to feel like your skin's set up, like it's just enough. You don't feel like, oh gosh, I feel like I still have to keep rubbing it in. It's too much going on. You want to have it nicely prepped, hydrated. Everything else is going to go on really nice and smooth. Okay. My leg is dead, so I'm going to have to move a little Frenchy. You have to go down, okay? It's just too much. Okay, go sit down. Okay. Go sit down. All right. So here we go. Nice, and you'll feel it. You'll feel like how it's nicely primed. Another problem as we're aging, as mature women, is that we have this pigmentation. So the first thing I always start with is the eyes, because we want those to be nice and bright. So Janelle, thank you so much that you love Nikol Beauty products. This is really exciting. I hope that I've been seeing a lot of feedback now because we have the sale on. You're able to try things, a little less pressure. You know, you get to kind of familiarize yourself. Seeing a lot of feedback, which is really great. I'm going to ask for some more feedback too tonight on things that you want to know, because I want to be able to stop in here and see if there's any questions about, like, say we're doing the eye primer right now. This is going to be, you see I can hit pan. This is my favorite product. I've been using it for 17 years now, I think. And this is a creamy product that goes to like a nice powder. It's really nice and silky. Not too much. You don't need too much. If you're feeling like it's moving around and it's all over the place, it's because you're using too much. I use our concealer brush. This does not come in our essential makeup brush kit. I do have the essential makeup brush kit here, but this is something that comes separate. I redesigned it this year. And all I do is I just tap into the product just like this. I don't swirl it. I don't do a big to-do. I just tap into it. And then I go to the base first. I start in the middle because I want to see how much is on my brush. And then what I do is I start spreading it down to the corner of my eye. And you can see you need to neutralize out because you're not going to get the color of your eyeshadow that's in your palette on the eyelid. Like you have a color already on your lids. So this is a really important part. So say you feel like, since I was tapping a bunch, oh, it seems like a lot. Like, okay, just take your finger, bring it down. So you have a little bit more control. You can feel the product. How much is on there? Up to the brow bone, coming out, down into this inner corner. I'm at the lash. I'm at the base of the lash. So I'm just like this. So we have the eye primer up here. So this is the product I'm using. So you can see, look at the difference. Like this is all pigmented just because it's my skin. It starts to change colors as I'm aging. So I don't want this brown. I don't want any of this because when I wake up, I think to myself, oh, I look tired. I want to neutralize out first, get my skin looking even toned before I start an eyeshadow. So that is my eye primer. I put it into the pink compact for you. So when you're, this is the only size I have of this little baby. So you know that this is your eye primer. So their tools, products, and techniques are so soothing for my skin. Great, Charlotte. Does anyone have any questions about the eye primer? Do you have trouble? Do you need a troubleshoot with the eye primer? Is there anybody that's kind of confused about the eye primer? Okay, so Luann, question. I love your eyeliner. I have a very hard time sharpening it. Okay, so we're gonna get to that. We'll get to the eyeliner. I really would like to know about the eye primer right now so we don't get ahead of ourselves. Oh, Gail, I'm so happy you got the ballerina rose and you got the new green eyeliner. That's wonderful. Thank you, Mary Lou. Happy Thanksgiving to you also. Okay, so I don't think we have any questions about this. Moving on. So, remember, I have to be very mindful. 38 minutes left, ladies. And I used to do 2 hours, but I wanted to be very conscious of your time. So I moved it down to an hour. So here we go. All right. So I'm doing, again, we're going to be updating our, kind of basically transforming our routine of not a ton of product. You don't need a ton of product. You just need what really works for you. And then things that you can alter from day to night. So you're going to have to figure out what your favorite colors are when it comes to these products, as in eyeshadows. Do you love mattes? Do you love more sheen? Do you love more of a purpley pink? Do you like more of neutrals? That's going to be up to you to really figure out what you really want to do. I'm going to basically just do, you know what I could do? All right, so I was going to go into my regular Les Bottle Blonde, but why would we do that? That's kind of boring, right? If you wanted to do an all matte neutral, quickly going through this, again, you can watch this again on replay. This is Strong Brew, all matte, cocoa, neutral colors. If you want that really beautiful neutral eye, your everyday, great choice. It's called Strong Brew. Now, if you wanted to go into a very light palette, say you're not really used to wearing eyeshadows and you're like, you know what, I'm going to do like the lightest, but I do want a little sheen, you would go in with the Cabana. This is the lightest palette. It's really beautiful. It's just very soft. And you do get 2 little brushes I designed for you in here because that's your emergency brushes. It's not brushes you use every single day, but they're like the travel ones when you forget or you're doing a quick little touch up, whatever. So that's Cabana, really, really beautiful, very light. Now, we could do Rewrite the Rules. You wanted a cool matte grays, really pretty. A lot of my ladies really love this Rewrite the Rules palette. It's nice for if you want it all matte. You could go into a hybrid and you could do the Sweet Carol. You have matte, sheen. We just used this on one of the lives. It was really, really beautiful. This could go with this if I wanted to do this kind of vibe. Sweet Carol could be an option. Or we could do Fresh Beauty, all sheen. But you see you got that really beautiful lavender and the pink if you wanted to do that. This could be really pretty. Or we could do Naughty Nancy. Did I just get that? We could go into Naughty Nancy. All sheen palette again. And here, so why don't you decide? Should we do Fresh Beauty, Naughty Nancy, or Sweet Carol with this outfit? Sweet Carol's your favorite, Dawn. Oh, it is? Oh, I'm so happy. It's like the underdog, like so powerful. And I think that people, like the ladies, skip over it. Peggy says Fresh Beauty. Okay, so Sweet Carol is here. This is going to be Fresh Beauty in the middle and Naughty Nancy on the left. Now, they all go with what I'm wearing. But what do you think? Sweet Carol, Sweet Carol. Let's see who else. Linda says Sweet Carol. Mary says Naughty Nancy. Fresh Beauty, Sweet Carol. I'm seeing a lot of Sweet Carol. Gail says Sweet Carol. All right, ladies. I think we're going to do Sweet Carol. We got one Naughty Nancy in there. Gina just got Sweet Carol. All right, so I see a lot of Sweet Carols. We're going to go for it. All right, so you know the Sweet Carol is named after my mother. I created the palette for her, and it was a limited edition, and it did so well, we kept it around. So let's do that. Let's do this really fun kind of look to bring out like our little posting dress. So I'm going into the middle color here. I'm going to do a nice wash of color on my lid. This is a sheen. And this is talc-free and gluten-free. I made them so they're really nice and easy to blend, to put on. You get this really beautiful sheen to the eye. And it's not too much sheen. Now, again, if you have super, super crepey eyes and you don't feel comfortable, go into a matte. This is not sparkly and glitter and like all the stuff. You can see, you get a little bit of pop. It gives life to the eye. I do not shy away from, on my Fierce Aging series with my ladies, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 101. I did actually, on Henrietta, that was 101, I did use Fresh Beauty. And it was just really nice and light and fresh for her. And I don't know. I don't follow like any kind of like rules. I look at the woman and I think what's going to bring out her beauty, like what's going to be the most beautiful on her. And then that's what I go for. If it's matte, it's matte. If it's sheen, it's just sheen. If it's both, it's great. So that's the first color. Do you see? It's not over the top. You can build it up if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm going to use the same brush. This is my shadow brush. You'll see it says shadow brush on here. Don't miss out on our brush soap. It's the best thing going right now when it comes to the sale. You have the vanity size and then you have the travel size. So those are really great for you to use that are solid coconut. They're not going to leak. They're solid coconut soaps. And then they have you know what? I have it here. I don't want to waste too much time with that, but the soaps are going to be a really great asset for your tools. And these brushes are such a great deal right now. They do the work for you. So don't sleep on that. If anything, the tools are going to make your life easier no matter what makeup you're using. Cruelty-free, they're 100% vegan. They are super, super soft, intentionally for mature eyes. So I'm going to now just use the matte color here for my brow bone, just a little bit. Just a little, because my eyebrows are so high now, so I've got to be careful there. Now what we could do is two different types of brushes here. We could go with the tapered blending brush, like a pencil. See, it's pointed. That's going to be more precise in this crease if I want to do that. Or my short smudge brush. It's like the little curved short smudge brush, just like this. So what's that going to do? I could make I can make a soft powder eyeliner. I could just build it up in this corner here if I want, because this brush is dense. It's going to pick up more product. Fluffier brushes are going to be looser. They're not going to be that intensity that you want to create if you're creating that definition. So let's go with our smudge brush that we like to use. We're going to go into the dark color, which is matte. Remember, these matte colors are highly pigmented. So I want you to always make sure that you realize that when I pick up product, I'm picking it up like this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. If you do that, you're going to run into a lot of problems because it is intense and you're going to see. Do you see? Like, it's very intense. So you have to be careful when you pick it up. If you need to, tap on your hand, see how much is there. Tap on the paper towel or the towel that's black, just to get a little off and not just go straight in and say, oh no, what did I do? I'm going to lift up as I always do. We need to lift up, and don't worry, it skips. We skip there because we have some lines. We have some beautiful love lines. That's something I've been seeing a lot. I saw something yesterday on Instagram about, there was a quote from Isabella Rossellini, something about wrinkles. And I'm thinking, honestly, are we talking about wrinkles? Like, at Nikol Beauty, we have more important things to discuss than wrinkles, please. I mean, we don't need to talk about wrinkles. Wrinkles are like just part of the story. We have so much more of the story. That's more, I think it's, there's more interesting things than wrinkles. We love our wrinkles too, because it makes us who we are. Like, what happens if we didn't have wrinkles? So what would that be? Like, that would look weird. All right, so that's all I did. Do you see the intensity? I don't even have to do an eyeliner if I don't want to. This eye is just a little bit more hooded than the other eye. We like it. So we just do a little smoky, not a lot of effort. Don't worry, a little bit left, go underneath and balance it out. You don't even have to do an eyeliner if you don't want to. But I'll bring out the plum. Let's just, you know what I need to do? Let me get the curler, and then what was it? Oh, the plum eyeliner. This is what the dress looks like. It's called the Betty. Isn't it cute? And like the sleeves. All right, let me get the eyelash curler. Here we are. And let's get plum eyeliner. Perfect. And it's it's like midi. Do you see? That was really cute, doing like a little kick for you, but I wanted you to see how it came. All right, 28 minutes left. I know that I have to just be mindful because even on the 2-hour classes, I honestly could do a 24-hour. I could literally sit here and talk for 24 hours. I know it's scary to think about, but I could do it and I would enjoy it. And even if there was like no one there, I would still be talking because I just love it. When you get too talkative in class since kindergarten, you can make a career out of it. So little do they know, I would be talking for the rest of my life too much. I'm doing my plum waterproof eyeliner. So now we're going to get to, okay, so here is the pencil sharpener. I created this so it went with the soft formulation. Again, this is not going to be a point. I know that's a little bit different for you because you've probably been used to just twirling, pointy, hard pencil. This is a soft, round. You're only going to get rounded. Don't try to make it a point. So when you go in here, this doesn't need to be sharpened, but when you go in, you turn it. I would just turn it 1, 2. When it clicks, you can feel like when it clicks off of that. Now, you might think that this is, you might do it like that, right? But you have to be so careful now because it's soft. It's not going, it's giving you the appearance of like, oh, great, it's pointy. It's going to make me this pointy line. That's not what it's going to do. So you have to be very careful when you put the pressure on it because it's soft, because I don't want you dragging a hard pencil and working to get the color on your lid. Of all things, you don't want to do that. You don't want to pull that skin. So in here, you'll see I have the little shred. That's what this is for. Use a little toothpick that comes out of here and take the shred out. You have to empty it each time or else it's not going to sharpen well. You just have to be a little bit more mindful. And then now, since I didn't need to sharpen it, but I did it for the demonstration purposes, I have to be very careful when I go to my eye right now because don't need to put a lot of pressure. I'm going to be very careful with the fact that I made it more of what you're used to seeing, but it's supposed to be rounded. So I'm just doing a little extra over because I'm going to get major staying power now because I did that shadow first and now I'm going in with the plum. So I'm going to have extra staying power for the evening. I'll do a little underneath here, just a little. I'm going to smudge that. So don't worry if you go, see, it's going to be more intense because of how I have it. It's supposed to be nice and not rounded. No, there's no problem. I'm going to, and remember too, don't be hasty when you go to put this back. I've done that and I've cut off the top and I've gotten really upset because I just ruined the tip. And that's not what we want to do. So I'm going to take the short smudge brush back and I'm going to just smoke it up just a little bit. It's going to move. And you want to do this quickly because it will set up. Then you don't have a lot of opportunity to move it. It's going to be like Oh, it's not moving. Yeah, because it is going to set up, it's waterproof. And if you have dry eye like me, it is wonderful because it doesn't go anywhere. So I've had a lot recently, I don't know why, work on my dry eye all the time, but this one really likes to water more, and I'm always doing this. And my liner, luckily, will stay there. So this is really wonderful for us mature women that wear contacts, that have dry eye, that, you know, you don't have to worry about it going everywhere. Now, moving on to the mascara. I have two. I have my brown. I thought I pulled out my black. We're gonna do black tonight. Two. We can do both. Let's do a little black and a little brown. Say I was going to a luncheon and I wanted to do brown. I would do brown on my lashes, but this is evening. We're gonna do black, and I could do brown on the bottom, so it's not too much because I have this really beautiful plum underneath with a little bit of that sweet Carol, eggplant color. So let's just do volume up. I have it hourglass for my ladies. It's very feminine, not your typical round barrel. We want to be elegant and feminine and really have that power as a woman, right? We're taking up space. Isn't that what we're doing? We're bold, fierce, and unapologetic. We are walking into the room and we are making a presence. Yes, you are. Even if you are an introvert, you are pushing yourself to get out there, to make new friends, to do new hobbies. Going to the base of my lash, right? It grips it. So I created this wand with my formula of being volume. So it really helps mature women with those little lashes, fine lashes, sparse lashes. You can see this on my Fierce Aging channel with all the ladies that have so many different types of lashes, curly, short, longer. I mean, we're dealing with all different types of lashes, not just mine. So this really looks beautiful. And I wanted you to get that fringe. I wanted it to look like, false lashes, but like natural and beautiful. So that's what you're really going to get. I can coat it multiple times if I want to, and it's not clumping. I'm just very more precise with where I'm going. I'm like really sculpting at the same time. Who has the mascara? Let me know how you're liking the volume up. Now, we just launched last week the brown, but we've had the black. I have the mascara. Dawn loves it. I do Pat. Great. You ladies love it. It's so exciting. You wear black every day. Anne-Marie, that's wonderful. Option now, you could do brown if you felt like it. You don't have to. But we have the brown. That's great. Rita, great. I'm excited about that. Val, love it. Best mascara. This is great. I'm glad that you ladies are really loving it because we did push really hard to get that brown out for you this year. That was really exciting because we got the brown and we got the black now as options. So you have a lot of range. You have blonde hair, if you have gray hair, if you feel like, you're just really light and you don't want to have black, it's too harsh. This is what we've heard from you. We came out with the beautiful dark brown. It's a really nice, rich brown. It's not milk chocolate. It's not espresso. It's really just a beautiful brown that's going to give you, it's almost like our dark chocolate. It's going to give you that really rich look, but not too dark where it's like a black. So we're going to put that on the bottom now. This is the brown. Yay, do you see how different? Beautiful. Let's just do a little bit on the bottom. And I always thought I really didn't have any lashes on the bottom. And then I'm starting to work with the brown and I really like it because I don't feel like I'm drawing too much attention to the fact that they're not like over the top, lots of lashes. So the brown really just pieces them out, gives them that definition, but not too much. So I really have been enjoying this. I strictly stuck with when I was on my vacation in Italy with the brown. I thought it was fun. I just liked it. It was new too, so I wanted to really just try it day in and day out forever. So there we go. All right. moving on. Face is prepped. Let's go in with a little, we gotta color. So this is another issue when it comes to the complexion. So we have uneven tone, right? I have, first of all, I always get red on these. I'm like matching my dress right now. I don't know why, but I don't normally have this much red, but I have the pigmentation here. I have the redness a little bit here. I have like a little bit of that discoloration. This is where I have my pigmentation. So what happens is that mature women, whether you're trying to cover up, do too much, right? We don't want to add too much to the skin. We don't want it to look cakey. We don't want it to look like, blotchy. That's why skin prepping is so important. That's why your skincare is really important. You don't need a ton of product. You can use, I would be happy if you were using, let's just say basics, a cleanser, a really good cleanser, and a moisturizer. If you were like, I don't use anything, it's never too late to start. You have to prep your skin because your skin is your canvas. So, your makeup's not going to look, it doesn't matter what makeup you have. If your skin is not being treated properly, nothing's going to look good. It's like the foundation. So think about where your weakness is. Is it, oh, I really don't really cleanse my skin, or I really need to exfoliate, but I need something gentle. Again, I'm working on your skincare video for you because I know it's very important. All different price points. I'm still working on it because it takes me a lot of time for research. So don't worry, I'm on it. But I'm just letting you know, skincare is really important and it's really self-care. It's something you should be doing for yourself. So we're going to really just nicely neutralize out with our Just Peachy. And why is it not here? Hold on. My color corrector. Oh, it is. Here it is. This is my color corrector. This is the most underrated step for mature women because I think they skip over it and just go to, oh, I need to conceal. Right. But you're trying to conceal, but what are you trying to conceal? Are you trying to conceal like the pigmentation, the bags, like what's going on? So if you think first, okay, wait, let me help color correct. Let me just lighten and even tone first, because then I might not need the concealer, or if I do, it's very isolated. So you're not adding more. So sometimes I think that the concealer, if that's all you're using, can't do everything. So it can't conceal everything. So then you're asking it to do more, and then you're adding more on, and then it turns into, you have all that darkness, it turns into like another, it's like muddied up. And then it's like depressing because it's like, well, I just used a concealer, but it's not brightened, it's not lightened. So what's going on? That's where the Just Peachy, turn it up from the bottom. I'm almost done with this one, actually. I'm very proud of myself. This is like, it takes me a while to get through these. So it looks like this because I go in, I do it on an angle here. So I go into that inner corner. This is how I do it because of my pigmentation. You're going to have to address your skin for the way it is. So I come down where I really have, it's really right here. Because I also want to stay away from underneath here, like too much product, what's going to happen? Creasing in there. So what I do is I go to this part, don't like seeing this here, dark, 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 come down just like this, okay? Same kind of thing here. And then I come down just like that. Some days are different, sometimes, I'll do a little bit of like this because it helps lift that pigmentation that I have on the sides. Anything else going on? Okay, no, we're good. Okay. So now just take the concealer brush that we used before, and I'll show you. Technique is very light. Not going like this. It's another thing when it comes to kind of updating your what did I call it? Transforming your makeup routine. I almost said makeup bag. You don't want to do a lot of this, okay? So again, we want to keep the product there, right? We're keeping the product where it is, coming down. Now I'm working this in, bringing it up. I'll slowly take the product, working it up into this area. Do you see? Concentration was down here, and then we work it up. It is a creamy product. It has shea butter in it. It will move. If you have dry, dehydrated skin, it will skip. It will not be enjoyable. I've done it. I've tried it. I've been in a rush. I'm like, no big deal. It's fine. No. Have to prep the skin properly, especially underneath the eyes. Bring it all the way out and up. Bring it down, taper it down. When I have extra, I'll use, I'll use it around here. I could use no redness. Same concept, but this is going to be green that cancels out red. You have rosacea. This is what you'll use. You'll see it also over on my Fierce Aging. Another thing, ladies, guess what? On the website, team has been working very hard. You're going to see at the top of the website next to live videos, it says Fierce Aging. You're going to see a Fierce Aging. When you click on it, you'll see the video. And then below the video, you'll see every product used in a shoppable video. So you're going to see me apply it to my guest, and you can say, oh, I love that. Add to cart. So you can see each individual product. So you'll be educated. You don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to. Maybe you want to see what lipstick she was wearing or what eyeliner she's wearing. Now you can. So check out the website. All there for you. Education 24/7. So you know exactly how it's applied, what it looks like, different skin tones, different women, different problems, all of it. So we're very excited about that. Doing the same thing on this side. All right, we got to quickly move forward because you know what happens. All right, bringing it up, bringing it out. All right, so now we have beautiful brightness. This makes sure, like when you get to this point in your makeup, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. So happy that I just brightened my face. I don't have all this darkness. Who has Just Peachy? Who is using Just Peachy? And do you like what you see? Okay, the red concealer. Okay, so this is no redness. Same little tube from the bottom. It is green. So on the color wheel, green cancels out red. So when you have the rosacea, like I have this pink, I don't know what's going on. So we'll just do it like this, right? So this redness, this pinkness that's there, we need to neutralize. So we're going to just neutralize it out just like this. I usually get red around my nose. I'll do it there, bring it out. So you see, I lifted the color. So now it's not gonna show through my BB cream or serum foundation. These are little tricks for you as a mature woman that are going to enhance your makeup, that you're not going to have to work that hard. You don't have to have that many products. Strategically saying, okay, you know what? I do have that redness. Let me lift that. Let me just neutralize it out. Oh, I have all this darkness. Let me just color correct that first. And let me see if I even need the concealer. Like you want your skin to be radiant. You want to see your skin. You're working really hard on it with your skincare. You don't want to be covering everything up. We're just enhancing your beauty, right? Looking vibrant, looking healthy, looking alive. So now I have the Just Peachy on the sides. I will take my foundation buffing brush and I'm going to go like this because it's faster. It's your face, you know, it's a bigger surface. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my serum foundation. I did a video for you on the difference between the BB cream and the serum foundation. It's on my YouTube channel. It's there for you, going through all the ingredients, the different textures, all of the things, so you could really get educated on, you have a dedicated video for that. So you have to shake this before you use this. Make sure you shake it. The Ivory Serum will be coming into stock. It's the beginning of next week. Oh my gosh, beginning of December. I can't believe it. We have Ivory, which is our new color. And then from your feedback, I went back to, I didn't reformulate. I helped with the color for the light medium because I had listened to what feedback was coming back about that color. This was a new product for me when I relaunched the brand. And I wanted to make sure that we were really hitting it. So I have color formulated, if you will, that color, and it comes out also with the Ivory. So make sure you sign up for the wait list because then you'll know exactly once it goes back or goes into stock. So I'm going to use 4 drops. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see how light? This is very light. It's very silky. It's going to be, if you really want that kind of feel on the skin that you're going to get, it has salicylic acid in it. So over time, it really gives that beautiful texture to the face. You see how it just like melts into the skin. I usually put it on with my fingers, but you can do the brush, but it's that silky kind of airbrush feeling. It's very, very lightweight. It's almost like you're not wearing anything. So if you're looking for something that is like just, you can see how it streams down. There's a lot of serum foundations on the market and you pump it and it's like thick and heavy. I'm very surprised. I tried so many because I'm thinking, oh, it says serum foundation, but it was very heavy and it's coverage. You don't want that. For you, I wanted to have something like light like this. And then when I worked it into the skin, it gave you this just beautiful complexion. It wasn't heavy. It wasn't showing. That's again why you want to hydrate. You want to prime the skin because then you're not going to have foundation grabbing the dry spots on your skin. You really have to pay attention to the skin. You'll see this product on Fierce Aging. Oh my gosh. This is the best part when I get to the complexion. Sometimes I kind of skip ahead with the ladies. I'm so excited to just get the BB cream or the serum foundation on the skin, and their skin just like pops and comes alive. So beautiful. So this is, and you can see I still have a lot left here. I don't need that much. So we're going to just work it in around my little scabs that I have. And then you feel like I was using the color did I use today? Sometimes I will I use light. So it's just it's going to be a nice, different experience for you. Because you're going to be like, wow, it's so light. It just really makes me feel confident, beautiful. So I don't even need a concealer. I don't need to do concealer right now. What I do need to do is I'm going to prime my lips with a little bit of my Rose Lip Balm that is right here. This is a really great hydrator for your lips. It's here. I know, I pulled it out. Here it is. This is fragrance free. It doesn't come out pink. It's just clear. This is going to be a really nice hydrator for you. Now, as I'm still prepping, let's do our clear lip liner. You have problems feathering with your lips. You have migration with your lipstick and you don't know how to control that. A clear lip liner is called Crystal Clear. This is something that you don't have to be precise. I go right around above my lip line like this. It's invisible, so you don't have to worry. Invisible. Who has the Crystal Clear? Terry, you use it every day? Or no, Linda uses it every day. Patty does. Let's see here. Peggy A says that she loves it. I just lose everybody. Charlotte does. Jill, Linda, Rita, Karen, this is great. This is great. It's like rapid fire. Stacy loves the Crystal Clear. So this is what you do first. And then when you put on your lip liner, like your color lip liner, you feel like it's gripping. I really love it. So now we could go into my Cameo that I always do here. Where is he? Right here. I have Cameo that I could do, which I usually wear every single day. Unapologetic is going to be a little bit stronger, or we can do the Rosé All Day. I think I'm going to do Rosé All Day. And I have a couple different options for you, ladies, for the lips. And then also, let's quickly move this on because we have to do the little blush. I knew my brow story was going to take up a little time. But at least it wasn't shocking. Like you didn't really, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, what happened to you, which was great. I'm not even touching them because we're not going to touch them tonight. I could do, so that was Rosé All Day. I could do Nick Ray, of course. You know, it's my one that I wear every day. I could go in with Actually I Can. Maybe. How about this? I could do Aperitif. look almost perfect. I could do aperitif. What about we could do a little aperitif with a little Actually I Can, maybe. So you can see two colors. Aperitif totally matches this. Perfect. And so you know what's really fun is that you could say, okay, I'm done. This is good. Or let me do a little Actually I Can over. I just gave it a little something, right? Signature. Love mixing. Don't be afraid to mix. It is fabulous because, you know, just kind of like your thing. Look at Cocoa 13. Cocoa 13 over the little combo. It's going to be fabulous. Lipsticks and lip gloss marry so nicely together. They don't dry out, separate, feel weird. They work a beautiful synergy together. Now, Classic Beach Glow. I know I'm doing rapid fire because you can also watch this again, but I don't want to run out of time. 3 minutes left. I have a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. Really beautiful. This will match perfectly. 50% off on our blushes, our powder blushes. So you can do Afterglow if you wanted to have 3 different, which is really nice. You don't have 3 different blushes that are like all over. In one compact with your Let's Get This Beauty Started. I etched it into the mirror for you. So Afterglow is going to be more of your warmer color. You love the Ballerina Rose. Look how beautiful. It's so pretty. This could go really nice too if I wanted to do that. Maybe we'll do that. What do you think? Do you think I should do, Dawn, you use Classic Beach Glow. This is in full bloom. I could do in full bloom too. 50% off on these is really great. Also, you know, we have our cream blush sticks. These are a cream to powder. Also on sale too if you wanted to do these. There's a different medium if you want to. What do you think? Should I do in full bloom or, because I always do Classic Beach Glow with you. Should I do in full bloom or should I do Ballerina Rose? Let's look. Ballerina Rose in full bloom. Let's see what you say. Ballerina Rose in full bloom. So funny, I'm like always on it. Ballerina. It's always one after the other. I need the poll thing. All right, so I see in full bloom, so more than the Ballerina Rose. Plus, I think I just showed it last, oh, gosh, 1 minute left. See, ladies, this is what happens. All right, so you know what I'm going to do? Let's go into this really quickly. Don't worry. Again, you've got some really nice pigment. You don't want to be working too hard. If you think it's too much, go back with your buffing brush, still has on a little bit. Work it down. There is no mistakes. This is going to make it last longer also. There you go. I'm going to, because I need to, I'm going to take a little creme brulee, same brush, just going to wipe it off. This is my bronzer hybrid. It has shea butter in it also. I'm going to just blend up, give myself a little beautiful contour.
190, yeah.
And there we go. I made it. So there you go. It's refining the way you do your makeup. Less is more. It's all about strategic positioning. You don't need every single product. I want you to really be excited every time you do your makeup. You can let go of the concealer if the color corrector is really working for you. You don't need to. You don't need 2 of the product. Or if at nighttime you're like, I do need that extra little lift, then you know how to place that. But it's not like you're just putting everything on and covering up and not being happy. It's about really like intentionally putting on your makeup, intentionally knowing how to do each step. Pigmentation, we have you covered. If you have different melasma, if you have different rosacea issues, it's all here, ladies, coming to you. 2 classes on Tuesday, right before we are ending the sale. So make sure you check out the sale. 16 seconds left. I know I love doing more longer videos, but I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye.